Hi guys, my name is Ashley and I'm a six-figure reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and in today's video I'm going to show you a little haul of things that I am processing right now. So I will measure and photograph everything, and then once I'm done with that I will edit those photos and then upload them into Vendu so that I can draft them throughout the week. An extra special thanks to Vendu because they are the sponsor of today's video. If you're not familiar with them, they're an all-encompassing cross-listing service and inventory management system. I switched over to them because I absolutely love how I can keep all my drafts in one place and easily manage them across all the different platforms that I list on. There is no need for any limitations for the drafts that you have, unlike Poshmark, which was where I was listing my drafts before. They also have so many other features like a relist delist feature, which is my favorite, customizable plans, and a mobile app. You literally never have an excuse for not listing because you can pretty much list from anywhere with their on-the-go app. I've seriously used it everywhere from taking Stella on a walk to waiting in line at the grocery store. They really are the top-notch service that you need in order for your business to be running at maximum efficiency, which you know I'm all about that here. So I'll go ahead and put a link in the description of this video so you can get 25% off through that link. If you have any other questions, you can always message me on Instagram or leave a comment below on this video. Now let's go ahead and get into this haul. So these are the items I'll be going through today. These items here I got from Last Chance in Phoenix, which I did a video about last week, I think. So I'll go ahead and tag that here. If you want to see a haul of those items, I have a haul at the end of that video. All these items here, they're a mix between online thrift store and a buy-sell trade store. A lot of them are for more buy-sell trade store and thrift store. So they're going to be listed more so around the like $90 to $150 range. Some vary, but I'll go ahead and explain a little bit about what I'll probably end up listing them for, but I haven't done like specifically figured out what I'm gonna list them for. I usually do that while I'm listing, so it'll be like a rough estimate. So this first item here is this Zara faux leather double-breasted blazer. I've actually sold this before, and I believe it sold for like $90, $100. I'll probably list it for like $130, actually maybe around $100, $130. The other one I sold I think was new with tags. So basically just the regular Zara, but this is a blogger favorite. I love the faux leather blazers. They do really well and they are an oversized fit, which is very on trend. This next item is one of my favorite brands to resell. It is the brand R13. This is just a little Elvis distressed crew neck. They have a lot of like streetwear, a lot of this distressing in their pieces, and I'll probably list this one for like $300, maybe a little bit less. There are none available, I think, or just one. It does have a little bit of flaws like this discoloration, which I can't really tell what that is, but it does have some flaws to note, so I'll probably list it a little bit less. This is a size extra small, which I usually try to avoid extra smalls unless it's like a very good piece. This actually, I forgot I had some consignment pieces in here. So this is from a consignment client. This is a Ted Baker dress and a kind of matching, but I'm gonna list them separately, jacket. What I love about Ted Baker is they always have these style names within on the care tag, which makes it really easy for listing. And I usually don't pick up Ted Baker unless I am thrifting it or if this is from like a consignment client, because depending on the style, they range. This one's in pretty good condition and is a classic style, so I'll probably list around like $80 to $100, but I haven't even looked up comps on this specific style, so it could depend. And this next piece is a J.Crew collective dress. Usually I'll send this into ThredUp, but since again this is a consignment piece, I'll go ahead and list it. It's a high-end designer. I'll probably list it for around $100, $150. I haven't sold this brand in a very long time, so I'm not exactly sure what I want to list it for, but it's a pretty just classic silhouette and style. This one is a size 2. Again, a little bit smaller. Usually with smaller sizes now especially, I try to like get them through faster. I might even list them lower if the comps say so, just so I can kind of get the turnover there, because I find they usually will sit longer for me than other sizes. This next brand is a brand you may or may not know about. I didn't know about it until recently. The brand is Rose Carmine, and they have these really, really nice sweaters that retail for like $500, $600, and they actually can resell between like $200, $300, $400. So I got this one online. This one is so cute. I love the like color of it. It's really hard to find this one at a price to resell. I feel like if I were to find this again, it would probably be more likely at like a consignment store, but I've actually never found it at a consignment store. So that is just kind of like a one-time thing. This next brand is Elambinka. I think that's how I pronounce it. I I never pay up for this. I only get it at thrift stores. It does really well on eBay, and some pieces, of course, always do better than others in terms of style. More of like their exquisite type jackets and maybe dresses will do better. So this one isn't going to be anything crazy. I'll probably list it for around $100. This next piece I actually already have listed in my closet. So I found this again, and since it hasn't sold yet, but it does have a lot of good activity, and I have it listed for $300. I picked this one up to add as well, make it really easy to list. The brand is BA&SH, which I'm usually pretty picky now about this item. I'm only picking it up because, or this brand should I say, I'm only picking it up because again, I have it listed and it's doing decent in terms of activity, and it's brand new with tags, and what I have it priced for when I got it at, it'll still make a good profit even if I sell it for less. This was from a buy sell trade store. This one is a Jonathan Simkai, which I do like selling this brand. Little blouse. It does have some seam runs at the bottom, but I thrifted this, so I definitely still went ahead and picked it up. I'll probably list it for around $100, $130, and that will make a good like $60, $70 profit. This next piece is just a Reformation dress. I actually thrifted this, or else I probably wouldn't have picked it up unless it was cheaper at the buy sell trade store. It is brand new tags, but this is an older label if you do see it. So you just do want to be a little bit more picky if you do find this tag. I usually do not pick it up if it has this tag. I rarely even pick up Reformation because a lot of places price it up and it just doesn't sell as good anymore. So still got this though, because the comps were pretty decent. It is like this pretty kind of silky satin texture, and it is like this nice neutral color with nice cutouts. Kind of reminds me of like Cult Gaia vibes. So that is why I picked this one up. These next pair are just some vintage Levi jeans, which these can sell. I think I actually sold a pair, surprisingly. I think they were full price for like $150. So I got these thrifted, so that is a really good flip if I can flip them for $150. I kind of want to try them on. I do like to try them on if I can, so that I could put an estimate of the sizing, because a lot of times they don't fit how their sizing is labeled, even if you put measurements. That's how I did for the other ones. I tried them on, they're too small, so I just estimated the size on there too. And there are a lot of good kind of like modeled stock photos, bloggers that you can kind of take these type of jeans and use for your listing. They're just like the 501 jeans, but they're not, it's very, very faded. And these ones I believe are the 90s when I checked in the label of the tag, but even the label is very washed off. So otherwise, for the 501s, I usually only pick them up if they're like 90s or earlier. This next pair I actually got for myself, but they don't fit me, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them in my closet. They are a girlfriend pair of jeans, but they're really cute because they have this like slit on the hem, which I adore, but they're just too small for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and list them. I did pay a little bit more for them, so I probably won't make like a big flip on them, but again, I bought them for myself and they just don't fit, so they're gonna go in my closet. I usually don't pick up girlfriend jeans as much anymore, just because I don't find the styles that do flip well. There are a couple that are still selling well, like I think there's a like cargo style, but other than that, a lot of them just aren't what they used to be. Next, this isn't gonna be like a major flip or anything like that. They are a Varley pair of joggers. Again, these aren't usually the type of item that I sell. I did thrift these. So again, these will probably be like a $20, $30 flip, which isn't usually what I go for. So I don't really know why I picked these up, but they should be a pretty decently quick flip because this brand of jogger does like decently. So got those. Again, this is a thrift find, or else I probably would not pick him up. It's a pair of Madewell. I was on edge about picking these up. There are these like wide leg, kind of like this like front pocket jean, which is a little bit on trend now. More of the front patch pocket with wide leg is tending to do well, so got these. Again, they're not gonna be a major flip, probably like $30, but hoping just for a quick flip there. I'm still struggling on my own. Sometimes I'm in thrift stores to leave stuff behind if it doesn't meet with the profit I want to make, which I always say is the hardest thing, and I will even struggle with that sometimes. But you know, sometimes it can be hard when you're just trying to be like, okay, like I'll make some quick money here, it's money, I'm at the store. I go in between it. So am I upset about picking these up? No, but I probably should be a little bit more picky at the thrift store. This next item is another thrift find. This is an Amanda Upchurch jumpsuit. Sorry, the angle I have this doesn't really allow me to show like long items. So here is the brand tag, Amanda Upchurch. It's sold at Revolve, and this style jumpsuit's actually doing really well. It's this crisscross halter style. I think the comps are between like I'll probably list it for $199, and I got this thrifted, so this can definitely make a good over $100 profit. I'm usually very picky about that brand. I always make sure to look up comps of the style and see if it fits within what I want to make. This next item is this rag and bone blazer, and I got this thrifted, so of course I picked it up. I do like selling rag and bone blazers, but they have a ton of different blazers, so you really want to make sure you're looking up the specific style. Here is the tag. It does have this little like faux leather trim, which is a nice detail. What I don't love, which I don't think is super duper popular, is it kind of has this like interesting closure where it buttons on both sides, but it kind of has this like pleated type back to it. Again, I thrifted this, so I should still be able to make an over $100 profit based off what I paid for it. This next item, I love selling this, even if it's just going to be a $30, $40 profit. I always pick up the style because it flips so quickly for me, like always under a week, 2 weeks. It is the J.Crew, and it is like this sweater blazer. They have a couple different styles. They have like a little bit longer of a style that I think is called the Juliet sweater jacket thing. I don't know what this one is called. This one's a little bit different, but anything that's like a sweater jacket from J.Crew always does really well. Again, I usually sell it for under a week, and usually at listing price or like $10 off of listing it from like $100. So definitely got this one. I actually think Meghan Markle might have worn this one. I have to double check because I definitely have one listed of this in a different color, and when I was searching for it, I believe Meghan Markle wore the gray color, but I have to double check that. This next piece we all know and love is an Aviator Nation t-shirt. I got this thrifting, so I was very excited about this. I actually don't think I've ever found Aviator Nation thrifting before. So this probably, again, won't bring a major profit, maybe $40, $50, but for the price and because it's so popular of a brand, definitely still pick this one up. Okay, so I have another one of these. Again, this is like a sweater kind of blazer jacket thing. I would call this more of a sweater coat than a blazer. I don't know the actual style of this. This one is closer to the Juliet one, like a little bit longer, but it does have a little bit more open of a knit than the other ones I found. The other ones are more like wool, like that fabric will do really well for the Juliet sweater jacket coat thing. And this one, I don't know the fabric, but it is not wool, but still got it thrifting. Style does really well for me, so I'll probably price this one around like $80, $100 too. And again, got this thrifting. This is an Eileen Fisher, a little velvet tunic sweater dress, velvet shirt dress. And again, I don't usually pick up Eileen Fisher, but this brand does well on eBay, and this style is actually one to look out for. I'll probably list this for $150. So again, I'll probably make close to an $80 to $100 profit on this item because I did thrift it. So be on the lookout for these velour little shirt tunic dress things. And make sure you're listing on eBay. And again, if you're not listing on eBay, Vendoo can really help because it makes listing on there so easy. Like if you're already listing on Poshmark on Vendoo, you can just list on eBay and then you press list and then it's like already done. So if you just need to get started listing on there, it's like such an easy way to do that. This next piece I also got thrifting. It is this J.Crew, not J.Crew, Johnny Was 3J plaid like shirt dress, casual dress, whatever. And their plaid dresses actually do really well. I'll probably list this one for like $150. So again, should make over a $100 profit on this item. So definitely look out for those. In the plaid dresses, just make sure you're not using stock photos. So for this one, since I haven't fully been modeling, I'll probably just list it with a white background and hope for a quick flip. Because if you do list with a stock photo, you're on the edge of being like bureaued or contacted and having a listing removed from the brand because they're very strict on using stock photos. So that's one brand to make sure you're not using stock photos for, especially if you're listing on eBay. It is not worth it. Because basically then might lose your top rated status and you get so many more sales and you just have a better reputation if you have that top rated status on eBay. This next brand I've never picked up before. It's Susan Fosse or Foss, I don't fully know, but it is like this Nordic sweater. Reminds me a lot of Dale of Norway. So got this because my Dale of Norway sweaters literally sell in like under 2 weeks. So I'll probably list this one for a little bit less. Comps are all over the place, but there's not a ton of them. So I do think I'll be able to list it as long as I put in a good description, especially list it on eBay. I think it'll do well. And I believe it's like a size medium, even though there's no size tag in here. So it'll be like a good size to sell. And again, I got it thrifting, so it should be a good, I would say like $60, $70 flip. This next piece is this MCQ little like wool dress. It's actually pretty cute. It's got these like flare sleeves. It's like a mini length. This is a like diffusion line of Alexander McQueen. It's actually in really great condition. Seems like it's like barely used. And I also got this thrifting, so it was a really great thrift find. We'll probably list it around like $200, $150. So again, should make over a $100 profit. The next two ones I'm just going to show together because they're the same brand. They are India Collection by Emerson Fry. I actually got these from the buy sell trade store, but they weren't super expensive. And this brand sells, again, super fast for me. It always sells. I can always guarantee on a quick sale within like a month and a half. I'll probably list these around $100. And so they'll be like a solid probably $50 profit, which with how quick I know they're sell, and I know they always get so many likes in the closet, so a lot of eyes will be on them and to the rest of my closet if people come in. So definitely always pick up this brand as long as it's within, like, you definitely don't want to pay too much for it, but a lot of places don't price this up. And this next item is a item I love selling, and it is this J.Crew. This is J.Crew collection, and it is this leather jacket, little leather moto jacket. I actually recently sold one, like a navy one, for $300, so they can definitely sell super duper high, like a designer item, even though just J.Crew collection. So I got this at a buy sell trade store, and I'll probably list it again for around $350 maybe. It is a really good neutral color, which I love. Great size 6. It does have like a few nicks on it, but they're very small. So I'll see, but it'll be around that like $300 range. So this should be a good like $150 plus profit. And next, we're getting into some like Western wear, is this Double D Ranch jacket, which if you saw on my Instagram, I got this in Phoenix from a buy sell trade store, and I absolutely love this brand, especially these embroidered jackets. This one's probably gonna sell on eBay. It does really well on there. I'll probably list this one for around $350, $400 because it's in great condition. I have another one that I got while on Posh Fest that has like so many stains and I still have to get that one out. But then this one should bring in like over a $150, $200 profit. So I'm very excited about this. And next is a similar kind of like Western vibe. It is this Scully. Here is the tag. And this I specifically got because I saw on eBay. If I wasn't selling on eBay, I probably wouldn't be able to make a huge like profit off Poshmark. It does have one missing here, but it's like really pretty suede peacoat, and it's very heavy, so my arm is hurting. But I'll probably list this one for around $150. I think I pay $15, $20 for it, so it should make a like $70, $80 profit. And oh, it fell, whatever. We'll get that later. Okay, I have 2 more items to show. This next one is this Reese double-breasted blazer, which I'm very picky about this brand. There's only certain styles that sell well. This is the Austin blazer, which is actually like probably the most popular best-selling style. This one does have the style name in the tag, so you can always double check it there. But you want to look for this like double-breasted front with this like single closure, and it's usually in like these like neutral colors. This one it did have a stain that I removed, so it does have like a little bit of a watermark that can be removed, but it's very faint. I'll probably list this one for around $200, $250, and I got this one online, so should make a solid like $80 to $100 profit. But because it has that mark, I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go, and it's a size 0, so it's gonna be a little bit longer of a sale. But again, because it's so popular of a style, I still picked it up even though it was a size 0. And this last item here, I actually have not sold in a very long time. It's gone. I don't like pay up for it anymore. I got this thrifting. It is a Mes Demos. I don't know how to pronounce that. You can see it there. It's like French. and I like it because it always has a style name, but this one's missing it. It also is missing some fringe in the front, which I honestly didn't really realize until like just processing it. I kind of thought that was how it was supposed to be. So I messed up there, but I did get this thrifted. It was under $10. And this brand, I remember when I first sold this brand, I picked it up at a consignment store for like $50 and it sold for like $175. So like 2-3 years ago, and I made like a $70 profit, and I was like so happy about it, and that was the start of me selling this brand. And so this is a really pretty unique style. So again, I actually did not look up comps on it because it was under $10, and I know and am familiar with this brand. I still picked it up. I'll definitely list it for like at least $100. I believe it's like 100% wool, high quality fabrics, very nice brand. So still got this one, and that is everything for today. I'm sorry if it's like super dark or getting really dark. I'm noticing that the lighting is quite awful right now because it's actually going to storm, but I'm putting this video out tomorrow for you guys, so I wanted to get it in. So that is everything. I should have everything up in my closet probably in the next week, 2 weeks. I only list 5 items a day, and I have a couple other items that are in queue before these, so it'll probably be a little bit while, but I do try to kind of process 40-ish items at a time and then get those up and then like repeat it each week. And so that's everything for today. If you have any questions about any brands or anything like that, feel free to leave them below or reach out to me on Instagram at reclothcollection. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up videos every so month or every so often on Wednesdays, a couple times a month. So make sure you're staying tuned so you don't miss out on those. And also give this video a thumbs up because it really helps my channel. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.